You get stale.
Popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
You forget about things like stale.
Popcorn.
Popcorn, stale popcorn.
Popcorn.
This is the
Stale.
Popcorn.
Hello and welcome to the Stale Popcorn Podcast. I'm Steven, and with me as always is my co-host Christopher. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good. Gonna be talking dinosaurs.
Spoiler.
Sorry. Gonna be talking stuff and things.
Yeah.
You got news for me?
I might pull a Uno reverse here, but I did see a trailer, Steve.
You saw a trailer?
I saw it just barely before the film I watched, Digger.
You know what? That was my first time seeing that trailer too.
And I didn't know anything about the movie. I just knew Tom Cruise was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said on here before, Tom Cruise, he don't really make bad movies. So I'm like, oh, I'm sure it'll be good. It's got Tom Cruise. And I see the trailer. It's also got, let's see, John Goodman was in it, Jesse Plemons.
A whole gaggle of folks.
A bunch of people. And I got to tell you, Steve, based on the trailer, I was like, that doesn't really, it's just not grabbing me. I don't know.
I got you a little worried, huh?
I guess, like, it just doesn't seem that good. I don't know. Not that exciting to me. What did you think with the trailer?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. It gave me a little bit of, what's it called? Mickey 17 vibes.
Yeah.
Where I was like, if they're trying to be like super funny and it just doesn't work, then I don't know about it. So yeah.
Kind of also gave me like Wes Anderson, not like stylistically, but you know, his movies just have a bunch of famous actors. And that's how this was. But like plot wise, I'm like, it didn't seem that interesting to me.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's better. I mean, I'm sure we're going to pod on it, but it just wasn't grabbing me is what I'm saying. How about you, Steve? You got any news here?
I got no news.
Oh.
Not a single.
Okay. Any watch anything, buddy?
Besides the usuals, I finished House of the Dragon, season 3. You finished that?
Did you actually finish it?
Yeah.
Recap?
Watched it. No. I watched every single episode.
When did you do that?
Every Sunday night, bro.
Did you watch the other season? Season? Did you watch the other seasons?
Yes, I watched coriander. I watched pepper. I watched paprika. Thyme. I watched snippets. I watched the best episodes of those seasons, and then I like recapped the rest of them. But I watched all of season 3.
Interesting. Well, I've seen it all as well. Should we just...
Thoughts?
Well... Spoilers, I guess. I thought it kind of shot its load in the beginning here.
Yeah.
And then after, episode 2 was after basically the action. That's when Boy dies on the dragon and they do the battle in the sea.
Yeah.
And then how many episodes was it? 8 episodes?
I think so.
9?
8 or 9, yeah.
And then like 3 to the end is kind of, it's still fun. And I like a week to week on like these type of shows. Yeah. I'm like, I still, even if it's not grabbing me a ton, it's still stroking
something
me a little. Yeah. And it's just a fun little ritual to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, after like that second episode, because the whole show, it's like, well, it's her trying to get on the throne and she's on the throne and we're on like episode 2 of season 3. And I'm like, well, where do we go from here, I guess?
Oh. We went all over the place, yeah.
So, I mean, it's still fun. Definitely the worst season out of the 3.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it had its moments, but its moments were few and far between to the point where the last, like, maybe 3 or 4 episodes, I was like, are we still doing this? Is Rhaenyra still in disarray? Is so-and-so still talking about their sheep stealers, you know? And it's like...
Yeah, who cares about her?
Yeah. I will say, the chick who plays Rhaenyra, was really interesting to watch, just as an actress. Very good actress, very compelling. Her and Matt
Smith,
Damon, they're great.
Damon.
I wish he had more to chew on. You know, he kind of didn't have that much to do, and it was just me. Is like whenever the Valerians got involved, I was like, all right, because I'm not as much interested in their storyline because I know what's going to happen to him at the end. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what I mean. But you like Matt Smith?
I do like Smith.
But you don't like his character? I'm confused. Is
he not? The Valerians, not the Targaryens.
Oh, who's the Valerians?
The from old Valeria. Christopher, did you even watch the show?
I thought they were the same. It didn't click. They were two different. Wait, who's the Valerians in the show?
They're the black people.
Wait, are those not Targaryens?
No, they're Valerians.
Oh, now it's kind of clicking.
politically correct. But I was like, what's the?
They're not
that Chris is
Targaryens.
gonna
I
get?
thought they just threw in black Targaryens here.
Well, some of them
That's why
are.
it's called
Some of them marry
Blackfire.
into.
Battle of
Yeah.
Blackfire.
Well, sure, yeah. No, but
Wait, so those are Valerian, like from old Valeria here?
yes.
I'm trying to think of the history. If you asked me 8 years ago, I could have
Oh,
told
yeah.
you all this. But Valeria falls.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought and then the Targaryens take over. But it seems like Targaryens are over now. Like
There's still, I think there's still remnants of old Valerians. And so when they came over, we're going to, you know what? I was going to give you a dad answer, but I don't know.
Okay.
You know how dads give those answers where they're trying to sound smart, but I'm just too tired
You're
right
just
now.
okay. Yeah, Valeria. I didn't know. I thought they were Targaryens the whole time.
Some of them are, like Daemon's daughter. She's technically a Targaryen.
I thought they were all just crossbreeding.
It's tough. Yeah, their family tree is more like a wreath.
I know.
Anyway, but pretty good show. And like you, I was more turned into the weekly kind of guy where now I'm looking forward to Wednesdays and Thursdays to see Silo and Ted Lasshole. Did you see Ted?
I saw the first episode halfway through the second.
Yeah.
I feel like there was something I was going to throw in the house here.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
But you threw me off track. I can't remember.
Sorry.
You brought up Ted.
Was it something about Night of the Seven Kingdoms you're excited about?
Well, I mean, I like that. Oh, a main thing with House of Dragon, a con I have is like, I don't really root for anyone, real. I mean, I will say Rhaenyra, maybe season 2 you're pulling for, but this season you're just like, you can't really root for her.
Yeah.
She's just annoying. Everyone's kind of annoying. I'm like, I do find myself like, I like Daemon, but I mean, he's a bad guy. You know, I'm like, well, I shouldn't root for him really, but he just steals the screen, if you will. So I like him when he's on the screen. I will say I kind of like the arc of the burned face king. What's his name?
Oh, Aegon. Aegon the Second. I did too. I'm alive. You like that
imbecile? Yes.
Yeah, no, his story was good, albeit very slow. I like that moment when, what's his name? Sunfire. No, his dragon comes up behind him.
Oh, yeah. That was
kills
fun.
all that, man. That was fun. Yeah, no, his story's, I think, really fun and good to watch with Laris and everything. And the Lannister boy.
Lannister. Anyways, that was the what I had left. But Ted Lasshole, well, fun, lighthearted, but so far I'm like, I don't really see the point in doing this season so far. If it's this is it, you know, and it's just kind of weird to me that they ended it, and then like 2 years later, how long was it officially ended?
It feels almost like a spin-off show of its own show, you know, because not everyone's there. And like you, I'm kind of like, this is fine. The first episode could have been sent in an email, I feel, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think they had plans to do like another 3 seasons, like 3-season arcs is the plan. So expect more of that. Yeah, it was fine.
It's fine. Well,
What else you been
anything
watching?
else? I haven't watched anything.
Me neither, except
Yes.
the end of Oak Street.
Sure.
Yes. Now, I have not a whole lot of buzz about this one. Terribly mysterious, too. I think I saw one trailer, and I was like, that looks like some sort of Super 8, like E.T., knockoff. Where it looked like Aliens, so I wasn't too interested. But I heard some reviews on it, and they were like, go check it out. It's pretty good.
Really?
And we're going to check it out. Well, we did check it out.
We
And
did.
I believe you just got back from it. Is that right?
I did. Did you just get back from it, or you see it on another day?
Yeah, just maybe 3 or 4 hours ago.
Oh my.
So fresh on the mind. I ain't got no notes. Not a
Oh
lick.
my. I got a couple, but my notes are, I'm watching in the theater, and I try not to be rude, so I'm like, I tilt the phone just a little, and I'm pressing buttons, but I can't really see what I'm writing, and then by the time I look in my notes app, it's just gibberish, and I'm trying to, decipher
Just go pen
my.
and paper.
Well, then I wouldn't be able. I guess I could say, you know what? Maybe that's the move here.
Yeah. But what'd you think of it? Rating. What would you give it?
I got an idea here.
Oh?
I'll read you all my notes, and then you tell me
Okay.
what I'm thinking. Bad
Okay.
robot.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Oh, you want me? I'll
tell
need.
me.
Okay, I thought you were gonna.
Well, I only have
J.J.
3.
Abrams.
So I thought it was like Spy Kids was Bad Robot.
No. Oh, honey, you're thinking.
I know. What am I thinking?
You're thinking of the actual in the story of Spy Kids, there's a bad robot with like the roller coaster, that
Yeah.
little mascot guy. Maybe you are onto
What-
something because
what
that's
is
Robert
that?
Rodriguez.
But
Hold on.
is there, what is the Spy Kids thing?
I know exactly what you mean. Robert Rodriguez. I think that's his production company.
Because in my mind, I saw Bad Robot. And I was like, I haven't seen that since like 03 Spy Kids.
Troublemaker Studios. That's what it
Oh,
is.
it's the kid with
So-
the hat.
Yes. So I know what you're talking about.
I was like, did I go through a wormhole myself, Mandela? Because
You did, yeah.
I could have swore Bad Robot was Spy Kids, but then I looked it up and there was no Spy Kids. But I guess I'm just an idiot.
No.
I am.
I could see the art style getting confused, and you told me about that Spy Kids dream you had the other night, so maybe the two are connected.
Not that the two are related.
Unspeakable things you did to Junie Cortez, but I think the main point of it would be. No, okay, so Bad Robot. That was all that was, or were you like, that's
I guess
J.J.
that was
Abrams?
it. I was gonna say dinosaur books. I mean,
Oh,
this is
okay.
gonna be future, and then I said I jumped more than I have in a movie in years.
Me too.
Okay, all right. That's all the notes. Now, shall we go?
Yeah.
I guess I'll say I like the movie, Steve. I thought it was pretty
Yeah.
good. I wouldn't say you need to rush to a theater per se,
Mhm.
but I mean it's better than I feel like most movies I've seen this year.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a 7.5, maybe an 8.
Oh,
How about you?
is this better than Spider-Man? That's a long pause.
It's. I think I came out of this liking it more than Spider-Man, but Spider-Man I get bullied more to
Yeah.
watch. I think I liked it more than Spider-Man, honestly.
Okay.
Maybe
fair
it's
enough.
because I didn't know much
Any
about
expectations?
this.
Yeah.
I think I'd seen like parts of trailers where I knew it was some sort of post-apocalyptic thing
Mhm.
with Anne Hathaway and Ewan,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know like what the plot or whatever it was going to be. Yeah, I mean, and I'm a family man, Steve, so I think even that last movie we watched, The Last House, it's like
The
the
Last House,
family in the house. Like I think I'm more into the family together apocalypse, like a natural draw to me. Because then I compute all of them. Like, well, I wouldn't do that, you idiot. You know, or
Oh yeah.
I would do this. You know, and I kind of
Mhm.
I'm computing all these things here.
Mm.
So I will say 7.5. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, I liked it too. Didn't know anything about it. Sleeper hit, I'd say. I think I gave it a 7, around 7.5.
Oh,
I'll regret being harsh on Spider-Man. I still get comments. We get a lot of more funny comments, by the way. More hate comments.
really?
Yes, but this one was surprising because I didn't expect anything. I think it's a fun theater watch because there are moments where you're like,
yeah.
you know, but we can go over the plot just a little bit. Give us some cons and pros if you want to do that. That sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor in this movie. It takes place in the 80s.
82.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but are just a good old American family. You know, the dad's kind of down on his luck and the mom, there's some tension, some marital tension. You can cut it with a knife, you know. They got 2 kids, Greg and Lisa.
Audrey.
Doesn't matter. Audrey.
Maybe, I don't know.
Teenagers around that age. And their life's just going normal until one day something mysterious happens. Strange lights appear at many odd hours of the day. And they're starting to get weirded out. You know, one time they see a light and all of a sudden a mysterious tree comes in the middle of nowhere or a big pile of poop comes in the middle of nowhere. Shout out to that Jurassic Park meme. Did you notice that little Easter egg?
Ah.
I was half expecting Ewan to be like, that is one big pile of...
He said, holy right?
Yeah, mysterious things are happening. And then one day this big bright light comes. What happens after that, Christopher?
Nothing really. It just the kid was like, you see that light?
Mm-hmm.
And then
The end.
yeah.
What I've done.
I guess there's another one later. It happened twice.
Mm.
And this time everyone kind of knows. Ewan, he gets home right from work. The kids all hear it and wake up. Anne Hathaway comes from the basement, and then they're like, that's kind of weird. The power goes out, and so they all kind of, all right, we're sleeping. They hear like a little screaming in the background. All right, well, we're worried about that in the morning here.
Mm.
Let's get some shut-eye. So they go to sleep, wake up, the dog's missing.
Starbuck.
Starbuck is gone, so...
Which, sorry, can I take a note of that?
Uh-huh.
The most press I've ever seen about this movie is about that dog. Did you hear about the marketing around the dog?
No.
So, who distributed this movie? Warner Brothers? Someone.
Bad Robot.
Bad robot. They made a bad decision on the marketing side. Because everything I know about this movie was based on that dog, and apparently very integral to the story.
Mm-hmm.
The marketing department decided they were going to have this dog market this movie, but we're going to recreate him with AI and put him on a podcast with other dogs. Did you see
Really?
this clip? Yeah.
No. What
So it's
is he?
he's
All
just
right.
like talking AI. He's like, "Tell me about your human, Starbuck." Like, my human's great. He delivers pizzas at night. And like everyone was hemming and hawing, like, this is awful. Because it has nothing to do with the movie.
Interesting.
And it's very unpleasant to watch. That was one of the only things I knew about this movie. So I was like half expecting a lot more dog play to be in here, but quite disappointed.
I feel like AI is like nowadays it's like Holocaust AI, some sort of racial jokes. Like they're all
Hiroshima,
three in
yeah.
the same,
Yeah.
And
You just don't do
you
it.
just don't do the AI, which
Or is it anti-marketing where they knew that people would be talking about it?
and then they're
'Cause
like,
that's how
I
I
gotta
found it.
see this.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
There is no, yeah. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Check it up. Check it out on the YouTube or whatever that video. It's really bad. Anyway, sorry, the dog, Starbuck.
Yeah, he's gone. They're looking for him. And then there's actual creatures out there, Steve. It's bloody dinosaurs.
What? Dinosaurs?
There's dinosaurs. There's big ones. There's small ones. There's flying
Some
ones.
as big as your head. Mm-hmm.
There's bloody T-Rexes. There's bloody
Spinosauruses.
There's bloody Bronkosauruses.
Is that right?
Isn't that a one? Bronchosaurus?
Brunt.
Well, close enough.
There's probably a bronc somewhere in the Cretaceous
Yeah.
period.
Well,
Yeah,
you're not
so-
going to go this back and forth. I thought we were going to
sorry.
spend 10 minutes back and forth naming
There's
dinosaurs here.
philosopher raptors. There's
There's bloody Triceratops. Did you say that?
the quadriceratops.
There's the Quintriceratops.
There's the sextuplet.
Megalodon.
Megalopolis.
Megatron.
Optimus Prime. Wouldn't that be cool if he shows up in the third hour? Yeah. So essentially what happens is this mysterious light has transported not only their street, but an entire neighborhood into prehistoric times, Christopher.
A circle of the neighborhood. Now imagine this. If you guys don't understand this, why don't you go ahead and pick up a paper here?
No.
Fold it in half. They went through a wormhole.
Yes.
This neighborhood in Oak Street, they're in they went back in time to the dinosaur time. That whole neighborhood, and then the dinosaur went and just kind of swapped them,
Just swapped.
hit that Control-C-V replace.
Oh, yeah. And so now the movie is they got to deal with this stuff,
Yeah.
So it's Ewan and Anne in real time. They're like, what's going on? What's this neighborhood about? And Anne's on a little side quest. She's very unhappy with her marriage, so she's writing a book about it in secret, or so she thinks, and has a little old woman friend helping her out with it. All the tertiary characters, by the way, are just there to die.
Yeah.
So if you're at all worried about not seeing gruesome deaths, buckle up. You know what I mean? And fun time, though. Without spoiling, like, it's just...
Are we not spoiling?
Oh, I
Did
guess
we
we
not
are,
go
sorry.
through
Yes, we
the...
are, sorry.
we got through...
I have a soundboard in my head, and I just kind of press buttons.
All right, no
whenever-
So there's dinosaurs there. I mean, are we just finishing? I mean, we're
Sure, yeah,
halfway
yeah,
through the movie. What?
Yeah,
So they're
go ahead.
going back and forth. There's a couple random storylines they have. So before they establish the boy, he threw a spoke through a kid's bike, and the kid broke his arm. And then his older brother and their friends are like, "We're gonna get him," like the classic, 80s
Bully,
bike bullies. You guys are jerks.
Jumanji,
Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they chase him, he escapes, whatever, and then they also establish there's a neighbor girl new in school that the kid he's into. They haven't spoke, he just seen her.
Yeah.
But now, dinosaur time. They're back in the house. The dinosaurs are running amok, killing people. They can't escape. They're trapped here. What are we gonna do? And the kid, the dog, it ran away. If you remember, one night. He hears the dog barking outside the window, and he goes and he's like, Starbuck. He had earbuds on listening to music, and he heard the dog barking. But the sister, who didn't have it because she was listening to the parents fighting, because they were fighting. She didn't hear the dog bark, but later she sees the boy getting out the window because he's just like, let me get my dog. Even though there's dinosaurs running amok, Steve.
Muck.
So he's running out there in the dark. He's running fast, you know, hopping fences. He's running so fast, he's tossing the bloody, he's got a
Flashlight.
little bow and a flashlight. And he's running, hop the fence, running. He gets so tired, he's in the corner, puking his guts out.
I half expected you to use it at another point in this movie, but you can go.
That's true. There's a couple you could do.
There's a couple of instances.
I just didn't want to forget, and I was like, oh, yeah, let me throw it in there. The sister, she hops out the window. Instead of telling the parents, she's like, what are you doing? And she's trying to find him. But then they hear his crush. She's getting attacked by one of them dinosaurs. The girl, the older sister, stabs the dinosaur, saves her. And now they're like, all right, she's like, my parents are dead. And you're all right, you're with us. They meet up with the parents eventually. And now they're like, all right, we got to get back to the old house.
Because the parents found out that the orbs that show up, the lights, transports them back to the present. So the whole plan now is to find those orbs whenever they appear and jump in them. And bloody things go awry. They get chased. They get hurt. I think this movie did one of the best jobs of every complaint that anyone has ever had about dinosaur movies. Because there's a moment where Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, they're getting chased by this dinosaur and they're doing the, hey, over here, hey, over here, you know. And it's getting after Anne Hathaway. It's pinning her against this, a house. And Ewan McGregor comes up and like hits him with a baseball bat, and he goes toe to toe with this dinosaur. In any other movie, something would happen that would render him saved. Not in this movie.
Nope.
He gets his leg bit off and just launched right then and there. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like this, they have the cojones to do stuff like this. He just gets eaten right then and there.
Yeah, I was shocked,
Very
Steve.
dramatic. Yeah.
I was like, wow. And I mean, I like Ewan. I was just like, and it's like halfway through the movie. I'm like, he's not, is he dead?
Because I was like, oh, this is her writing the book. Surely this is like, it's going to be just cut out. But I was like, they George R.R. Martin this, where they just killed Ned Stark at the season 1, man. Like, you killed the main character with like 2/3 of the movie to go. Good on you.
Yeah.
Anne has to carry the rest of it, and she does. She does a good job with that.
Well, and just that scene in general, because before, it shows there's clearly tension between them, and she's like, let's not dance around, let's not beat around the bush. We're getting a divorce. And he's like, no. And he's just he's more avoiding it, and she's just like, it's not working here, So there's beef between them. And right before they go out searching, they had the big old fight. And then, and also before, sometime when they're there, there's that loud noise that gave me the biggest jump scare I've had in like 10 years. I jumped out of like my seat, and I don't, I don't react ever. And I was like, holy cow, that was something. But the scene, going back, so right before that, there was a scene where they're like, they hear a noise, and they're like, you kids go stay safe in there. They go and check it out, and it's just 2 brontosauruses just banging, and they're like, oh, that's funny. And she takes the little picture, and it's like, it's showing them like, get closer together. And there's a couple other scenes where they're hiding in a car from the dinosaurs, and they're embracing more, and it's like, okay. And then
they're gonna reconcile.
They have the Ewan McGregor die, and you're just like, you're in shock. And then I just like the scene a lot, because she just like silently, walks to the kids, like turns their head away, and just like kind of silently. And then it's like them walking back, and it's just like, wow, you're just like kind of taken aback for 5 minutes here.
Yeah. And then they cry a little. They have a good cry,
Yeah.
There's a part where a giant snake slithers in their house and nobody notices it, but they needed to pad about 10-15 more minutes of the runtime, so they have a little tussle with the snake. A little
snake thing. And also the T-Rex that kills them, it sneaks up on them, and they don't hear it. They never hear it. The guy sees it when it's like, I don't know, 10 feet behind him. Which is that, I mean...
Sneaky fellas.
Sneaky. Are they sneaky? All right.
Comes to the last act of the movie where they see one of the orbs floating, or orb lights, the transporting portals off in the distance. So they're like, we got to go over there. And they make it all the way over there. And then they make a clunky exposition on the, oh, that's the librarian's house. Do you
I
remember?
know. Yeah.
They have
We
to
got to
let you
go
know.
through the house.
Mm-hmm.
What does the
And-
husband do? Because I know a librarian's not making mansions worth of money
it's a nice
here.
house.
But it's a nice house, yeah.
And series of what are those things? Just straight up
Alligators?
alligators?
Yeah,
Just
pretty much.
regular alligators. Florida gators. There's like 12 of them after him. And then the Asian Indian, what's her, the librarian
Yeah.
sacrifices her. She's going to
She
sacrifice herself.
sacrifices herself.
And they get up there. And another really good moment of this movie that I really loved, because the orb, the portal, it turns off and it turns on. And so they make a point there. She's counting. She's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, counting the times and trying to find out the pattern. You've played video games. All the while, pterodactyls are surrounding them. So there's a sense of urgency. We got to time this right. We got to get it right. And they're like, no, I got to go first. I want to go first. And the son's like, I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. And he counts it and times it. And he takes a leap of faith and it turns off. And he jumps off the freaking roof 2 stories and breaks his leg.
Yep.
And I'm like, thank you.
That was pretty fun, yeah.
That was funny. Yeah. Like,
And then one of the pterodactyls goes and grabs his foot, and the first thing I was like, is he going to get his leg bitten off now too?
Yeah.
That'd be something.
Yeah,
And then
it, like,
this
shows
part
actual
was a
stakes.
little goofy to me when the dog comes in
Oh,
and saves
yeah.
him from the pterodactyl. Kind of that part I wasn't a huge fan of, but I like you're saying, I was like, oh, this is fun. And then they have
Yeah.
to run down, get him,
Mhm.
and then they jump through the portal, and then they fall down perfectly. And luckily, there's a pool underneath
Mhm.
where they
Very
teleport to.
lucky.
And they get out and they're like, what year is it? And it's some black lady like, oh, hell no, get out my pool. It's 1982. And then they're like, all right, thanks. I'll see you later, And then they walk down the street and there's a clock and it says, and someone takes the newspaper or whatever, and it's like, it's the same day, but it's like 20 minutes before
The transportation happened.
the thing
the
happened.
portal thing.
Because it happens at 11, they remember,
Mhm.
because the power went out and the clock stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, oh, we got 20 minutes. And they can see they're higher up and the neighborhood's down, I don't know, miles.
Yeah. Very far.
Very, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 miles down a hill.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately the girl that's not with their family, she was like, I got to go
Tell
warn
my
my parents. And she runs off, and then Anne Hathaway's kids are like, we got to warn the people. And Anne Hathaway grabs them and says, don't you dare. We only
Don't
got
you
20
dare.
minutes. There's nothing we could do
There's not
here.
enough time. Yeah.
And then she has a brilliant idea. She's like, wait here. And then she runs to the phone booth
Mm-hmm.
and she calls some people here. And then there's just sitting there and you see the clock and it's like 10:59. And you're like,
Mhm.
and then they see
About to happen.
they see a pizza delivery guy pull up to the house.
None other than Peter Parker. Pizza time.
Yep, pizza time. Ewan McGregor walks out and they're like, oh, because you remember he died, but now they're back in time. And they all give him this big old hug. Anne Hathaway gives him a kiss and she's like, I love you. And he's like, well, I don't know what's going on. I love you too,
Mm-hmm.
And then they look down and then the whole thing happens with the neighborhood and it swaps with the dinosaurs. And then it cuts to the future and they kind of do a quick little, oh, something happened to your wormhole. She apparently she called the librarian and they got out of there. And then
Only 3 people she called.
she called the old neighbor lady who was proofreading her book. And somehow the girl got all the way down there and got her parents out.
Because twist ending, the daughter of Ewan and Anne, lesbian,
Yeah.
and off screen, I guess she fell in love with the girl, and now they're girlfriend and girlfriend. But there's another version of that girl too.
Wait, is there
Did you
2 of them?
There were 2 of them. Did you see that at the end?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Really?
there
Maybe
were
the
2
brother
versions
gets
of
one
that.
and she gets one? Is that how it worked?
Maybe. But that's how it ends. Everyone has
I
a
didn't
happy
notice
ending.
the double. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not.
Yeah.
But I like to think because there were 2 versions of them. Were there not?
I didn't remember. I didn't.
I set myself up for cancellation.
We'll see. I didn't.
Anyway, that's how it ends. She writes a book about it.
Yep. She
Called The
writes
End
her
of Oak
book.
Street and makes a bestseller, and that's how it ends. So, yeah, it's a fun movie.
My note I took, which I guess we kind of skipped over, there's a part where they're trapped in the house and the boy he has like a dinosaur book, and I was just like
Oh.
back-to-back weeks where the person happens to have a book on
On
well,
what
the
was
last
happening.
house it was the fish people, this one
Cthulhu
the
Man, yeah.
dinosaurs, and I'm just like, if it's ever something like this where I need like research on the apocalypse creature, I don't have any bloody
You're screwed.
mummy books.
You barely have
or-
books in your home.
I don't have any.
I have exclusively children's books in my
Yeah.
house. Like, that's all I got. Yeah. It's funny that 2 weeks in a row we had these family dynamics stuck in an impossible situation.
This is the good version.
Yeah.
That's the bad. And some things I like. I mean, this one's better. I mean, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
This one's actually good. I like the warm feeling at the end, you know, because as I'm watching, I'm like, what's going to happen here? Something's going to happen, you know, obviously. And then it's like, oh, dinosaurs. I was not expecting that.
Mhm.
And then now that they're like transported, I'm like, I actually have no idea
Where
like,
it's gonna go.
How is this going to go? Because
Yeah.
they
Because
can't
I was like,
leave.
are they going to survive on this
Are they just
area
going to be
for
15 years
and-
later? They're living with the dinosaurs.
Something that benefits from it too is because with like Jurassic Park, there's like 3 elements you have to balance. There's the creatures, there's the human characters, and then there's the science. You're like, oh, we have to explain how these dinosaurs came, and then you get bogged down with that. Where this, it's just like, yeah, this thing happened.
Something happened. Don't look too into it.
Don't think about it. And they never explain what it is or
Yeah.
why it is. So
I guess it's kind of opposite from Spider-Man. And this one, I'm just like, I was able to just not think about things and just, let's just get into the movie. And I mean, most of my Spider-Man complaints were just like, how would this happen and that?
yeah.
And then, you read our comments on the ones I see. It's just like, it's a superhero movie. Why do you care? I'm like, what? They're ninjas. Why can they jump 80 feet in the air?
Yeah, this one was fun though. I liked it. I did have a couple pros, if you'll indulge me here.
Oh, sure.
The dinosaurs themselves look real good.
Sure, yeah.
Lore accurate raptors, am I right? With them feathers, good on ya.
Okay.
And then I really like the camera work. There were some shots in there where
say that Dutch angle. Say that Dutch angle.
I don't know no Dutch angles here today.
I know you love saying. I don't even know what that means, but I just know you love saying those words.
No, did you notice how there were 2 different sorry, I had a stroke. Field perspectives where one was in focus and the other side was in focus too.
Sounds like a Dutch angle to me.
It's
boy.
not a Dutch angle. It's not even an angle. And they did a lot of fun zoom in, a lot of fun camera work. I like that a lot.
Yeah, they did the monster had some people like, oh, did you see that giant spike in the back?
Did you see the tail? It's right in front of us. Yes.
Did you see that? Hey, did you see that T-Rex sneaking up on them?
They didn't see it. Did
you see that snake? Did you see that 80-foot long
diameter snake? Yeah. Yeah. I will say, I didn't know how, like, it's fine that it ended the way it was, but it seemed kind of cheap to be like, oh, we can reset and everything's okay now. That seemed like a studio executive note where it was like, everyone has to be happy at the end. And I get it, but I'm like, you should have, I don't know. You had all those dour moments where.
I do, but I was in the mood for something warm, and it made it warm at the end. If they would have just been like, "Oh, he's dead. I miss him," it's not. It goes from like a 7.5 to like a 6. I'm like, that was kind of, I don't know. That was kind of a downer,
I guess it would have been more like Quiet Place at that point then too.
Yeah,
how Jim dies at the end, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I will say, well, I don't know if this is a pro or a con. But it's like sometimes you're out there and you're like scared and you're like quiet because there's dinosaurs. But then they're also just kind of just like walking around and, hey, where's my dog? You're like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Where's the urgency sometimes?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's like, it's not that serious. Like a Quiet Place, they're just like, they're quiet a lot, believe it or not. And it's like life or death every time you're walking out there. And this, it's just like there's a scene. I didn't like this where the bully sees him and he sneaks up and he's like beating him. And then the brother with the broken arm's like, chill, man. Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill.
and then the bully's like, he kind of like, don't know where my dad is or something. And then like they just storm off and leave him like beat up there. And I was like,
what is that?
I want to know the mindset of a bully where it's just like everyone's being murdered by dinosaur. Hey, it's that one kid. Let me go sneak up and beat him up here.
Listen, bullies don't take a night off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bullying's life here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
fun film, I'd say.
Fun. Yeah. Surprise sleeper hit, I'd say. But if you're still listening, thanks for listening. Follow us, whatever. I don't give a care, Chris.
That's all I got. Thanks for listening. Have a good week.
Forget about things
Bye.
like
Popcorn, stale popcorn.
Popcorn. Pop, 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 pop.
This is the
Stale popcorn.
What's this? Popcorn?